everyone, welcome to Math Magic. I am Shivnath. So in our today's video, we'll be solving few extra problems on differentiation. It might be first order differentiation as well as second order differentiation, right? So our today's first problem is, if y equals to tan inverse a cos x minus b sin x divided by b cos x plus a sin x in the denominator, then according to this information we need to find the value of dy dx, right? Now as you can see that outside of the bracket there is tan inverse, so our intention would be to try bring tan related term within this bracket. I am repeating once, as at the outside there is tan inverse, so we will try to modify the problem in a way so that we can bring tan within this bracket. As we know, tan inverse of tan theta is theta, or tan inverse of tan x equals to x. So we'll try to proceed accordingly to that. Okay. So let us start, right? So at first we will simplify the problem, then we will differentiate the problem with respect to x to get the value of dy dx, right? Okay. Now we are trying to simplify the problem first. So y would be equals to tan inverse of, okay, so as I have said that we try to bring tan within this bracket. So as you can see, if we divide both the numerator as well as the denominator by cos x, so we'll be getting sin x by cos x as tan x in the numerator, as well as we'll be getting sin x by cos x as tan x in the denominator, and cos x by cos x will be cancelled out, and this cos x by cos x will be cancelled out. So our first step is to divide both numerator and denominator by cos x, right? Okay, so if we do that, we'll be getting so I'm writing what is the step actually. Dividing both numerator and denominator by cos x, right? Okay. Now we need to check from this form, can we introduce any kind of formula of trigonometry? Now we need to check, I am repeating once, that by this form can we apply any kind of formula in trigonometry directly, or we need to again modify this one? Just check. You can also try by yourself also, right? So I am telling that from this step we will not be able to deduce anything. We need to modify a bit. Check what I am doing, right? Like, as I always mention that you should have remembered the formula of trigonometry very much to do the problems in calculus, not only in differentiation, even in integration, in differential calculus, everywhere you must remember the formula of trigonometry very well, right? Okay, now what I am doing, I am dividing both numerator and if I divide both numerator and denominator by b, for example, let us check what would be happen, right? If we divide by b, then we will be getting this one, right? So dividing numerator and denominator by b, okay? So after that, as I can see, if you remember, there is a formula tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. What is the formula? So if I write that formula here for you, so the formula of tan inverse x minus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Do remember this formula, because we will now apply this formula here. Just check the form and compare with this formula. Tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy, right? And here we have tan inverse of x minus y. Like you need to imagine a by b as x, right? And you need to imagine tan x as y itself. So if you compare with this formula with our problem, tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus x into y. Just compare with this formula, right? So now I can write with the help of this formula, it is tan inverse a by b minus tan inverse of tan x. Okay, so we can write from here, it will be tan inverse a by b minus x. As we know that tan inverse of tan x would be x. Now this is our y actually. This is our y. So we have simplified the problem from this step to this step, right? Now we just need to do the differentiation and we'll get the answer in one line, right? Why? Because if we do the differentiation from this step, so as we know, here is tan inverse a by b. So here is no variable. There is no x related term. So we know this is a constant term, and for a constant term the differentiation will be 0. So tan inverse a, the differentiation of tan inverse a by b would be 0. And what left? It is minus x. So differentiation of minus x we know with respect to x is minus 1. So the value of dy dx for this problem is minus 1. Easy? So how much steps we deduced? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 4 steps we have solved the problem. But what you need to know or what you need to think at first, as you can see at the outside there is a tan inverse. So you need to think in a manner that what can I do to introduce tan within this bracket so that we can apply the tan inverse of tan x, this kind of formula or something, right? So what we did in the first step, we have divided both the numerator and denominator by cosine. So what we have got a minus b tan x. If we divide this numerator and denominator by cos x, so we will be getting a minus b tan x divided by b plus a tan x. Just divide cos x with from the numerator as well as the denominator, right? So after this step, I can see that still I am unable to apply any kind of formula at this step. So what we can do? We can again divide both this numerator and denominator by b. Okay. So as I have written that dividing numerator, nr means the numerator, dr means the denominator, right? So dividing both numerator and denominator by b, we are getting a by b minus tan x divided by 1 plus a by b tan x, right? Okay. So now you have to remember this formula of trigonometry, right? Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So what is the formula? Equals to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Now with this original formula, you need to compare this form. If you compare this form, you see, you imagine a by b as this x and you imagine tan x as this y. Now compare both the formulas. Tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus x into y. So we know this is the formula for tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. That means tan inverse a by b minus tan inverse tan x. That we have written already, right? So tan inverse of tan x we know as x, so we have written only x. So from this original question, we have simplified the y into this form. Now we just need to do the differentiation of it. As tan inverse a by b is a constant term and we know the differentiation of a constant term is 0. So it will be 0, the differentiation of it, and the differentiation of minus x would be minus 1. So the dividends of this expression, I mean of the original problem, would be minus 1. Easy? So just you go through step by step and remember the formula. Okay. So in our next problem, we need to find the differentiation of cos inverse 4x cube minus 3x, right? Now just see how I proceed to solve this problem, because not go for the usual way. Why I am saying do not go for usual way? Because if you go by the formula of cos inverse x, I mean the differentiation of cos inverse x, then it would be much longer problem, and you would get confused, and you might end up by not completing the problem. Okay, so let me show you how easily within 2 to 3 steps we can deduce this problem, we can solve this differentiation. For that, you need to do one thing. You need to remember the formula of one trigonometrical formula. What is that? Is the formula of cos 3 theta. Why I am telling that you need to remember the formula of cos 3 theta? Because just check what I am writing. The formula of cos 3 theta is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Okay. Now you compare with this form. What is written? 4x cube minus 3x, right? So if we assume x as cos theta, so it is 4 cos cube theta minus 3x, that means minus 3 cos theta. So that is the formula of cos 3 theta. So at first what we are doing, we will be assuming x as cos theta, right? We will be assuming x as cos theta at first. Okay, right. Now we would write the problem as ddx of cos inverse 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Why? Because I have already put cos theta in place of x, right? And we know 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta is actually equals to cos 3 theta. So you need to remember this formula from trigonometry, right? So what I can write in the next step, ddx of, we still didn't start to do the differentiation. We are just modifying the original problem. At last we will differentiate. Okay. Now here I can write it is cos inverse of cos 3 theta. As from the formula you can see, as from the formula, right? So we know cos inverse of cos 3 theta would be only 3 theta, because I have mentioned in several of my differentiation videos while mentioning the concept of inverse that cos inverse of cos x would be x, cos inverse of cos 10 theta would be 10 theta. Whatever be here, if we get cos inverse of cos, then it would be only this angle. Okay, so I can write that it is ddx of 3 theta. But here is the catch. What is the catch? That we need to differentiate with respect to x, but we have written 3 theta. So as you can understand, we need to convert this theta into x related term. So we have assumed x as cos theta, right? So can we write theta equals to cos inverse x? We can definitely write from the concept of inverse. Okay. So we will be writing this is as ddx of 3 cos inverse x. So we have replaced cos inverse x in place of theta, right? Now what would be the ddx of 3 cos inverse x? 3 can be taken outside the differentiation. Okay, so I am taking 3 outside the differentiation. And what is the differentiation of cos inverse x? It is minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. It would be minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. So our answer is minus 3 divided by root over 1 minus x square, right? So just recapping first, you need to first take x as cos theta, and you need to remember the formula of cos 3 theta. Then accordingly put cos 3 theta in place of x. Deduce accordingly, you would get cos inverse of cos 3 theta, it would be 3 theta, and you need to convert this theta to cos inverse x, and ddx of 3 cos inverse x would be minus 3 by root over 1 minus x square. So our next problem is, if y equals to tan inverse within bracket root over 1 plus x square plus x outside of the bracket, then we need to find the value of dy dx. As you know, we will definitely not proceed accordingly to the formula of tan inverse x differentiation. Okay. So as we always do in almost every of our problems, that we first simplify the problem, then we do the differentiation. Actually, this should be the ideal way to solve a problem in any chapter, no? Okay, now as we can see that here is tan inverse within bracket root over 1 plus x square plus x. So you, as I mentioned just in the previous sum, I think either previous or before that sum, that if we have tan inverse outside the bracket, then within the bracket we need to try to bring the tan x, or at least the reciprocal angle of tan. Like if it is tan inverse outside, then we will at first try to incorporate tan by modifying the problem, or cot. Okay, now as you can see, if we put x as tan theta, okay, so what we will get in that case? Let us see, okay, step by step. Now, like y equals to tan inverse, let us assume x equals to tan theta. Okay, just take a note of it that we have assumed x equals to tan theta. So it would be root over of 1 plus tan square theta plus tan theta. We can definitely write this part. Okay, because we have assumed x as tan theta. Okay, now here I can write tan inverse of, we know from the very basic formula of trigonometry that 1 plus tan square theta is actually sec square theta, and under root the sec square theta will become sec theta. So it would be only sec theta, and I am keeping the tan theta as it is. So as you know, we are just simplifying the problem at first, then at the last step we will be differentiating the problem with respect to x, right? Now what I can write sec x as 1 by cos, this sec theta actually, so it will be 1 by cos theta. So why I am converting into this term? Because we need to keep only either tan related term or cot related term. So sec related term cannot be within that, the bracket. Okay. So sec theta can be written as 1 by cos theta, and tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. Right? You will get to know why I am converting or why I am modifying the problem in this way. Okay. Now, can I write it as tan inverse 1 plus sin theta divided by cos theta? We can definitely write. Okay. So here we can write tan inverse like cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta by 2. Why I have written this? I am putting the basic formula of trigonometry. As we know, cos square x plus sin square x equals to 1, or cos square theta plus sin square theta equals to 1. So in place of 1, we are substituting cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta by 2. You will get to know why I am replacing theta by 2 as an angle, not theta. Because in this way, we can write sin theta as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, right? And under the bracket we have cos theta only. So cos theta can be written as cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. So can you see how much the importance of the formula of trigonometry will be in the problem of differentiation, right? So why I have converted in this way? Because I have written the cos theta formula as. So what are the formula you need to remember to deduce this problem up to this step? I am mentioning. Just write it down. These are the formulas you will be requiring to solve this problem. At first, you need to remember the formula of sin 2 theta, which is 2 sin theta into cos theta. So instead of sin 2 theta, we had sin theta here. So definitely this formula will be converted to 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. As I have written in place of sin theta, that 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. And also in place of 1 I am putting cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta by 2. This is a very basic trigonometry formula that we have studied in our school exams, right? Okay, so I am not mentioning this formula at least. Okay, although for your concern I am writing this formula: cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta by 2 equals to 1. Okay, now as in the numerator you can see the terms related to theta by 2 only, so we have to modify the cos theta in the denominator accordingly to the form of theta by 2. And we know the formula of cos 2 theta equals to cos square theta minus sin square theta. Just remember this formula. In place of cos 2 theta, we have cos theta. That is why we have written this formula as cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. You must be wondering where cos square theta by 2 and sin square theta by 2. I have again converted that cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. Just showing what I have done. Like cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2, can I write it as cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2. That's the thing I have written in the denominator directly. I didn't use this step. You get it? Right. So after this step, what do you need to do? So you please copy this formula. You get this formula in any of the standard books. Although for the sake of solving this problem, you can write beside that these are the formulas are required to solve this problem. It would definitely help. Okay, because I will be clearing that part to solve the next part of the problem. So from this step I am going here, right? So I can write tan inverse of, within bracket, can I write it as cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta by 2 plus 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 by the formula of a square plus b square plus 2ab. So it would be cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 whole square in the numerator, right? And in the denominator we have cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 multiplied by cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2, right? So I can cancel out 1 cos theta by 2 sin theta by 2 with the numerator and denominator. So we will be having 1 cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 in the numerator, right? So what I can write from here, I can write tan inverse of cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. Please just check what I am doing in every step. You can pause the video and check what I am doing in every step so that you do not miss the track. Okay. Now here what we will do, we can divide by cos theta by 2. Now we will be dividing both the numerator and denominator by cos theta by 2. Okay. Let me clear this part first because from here we have gone there. So I am not now deducing accordingly. Okay. So I am just clearing this part so you do not get confused. Okay. Okay. Now if we divide both the numerator and denominator by cos theta by 2, you would be getting 1 plus tan theta by 2 divided by 1 minus tan theta by 2. Okay. So just check what I am doing, because here you would need another formula. What is that? Tan a plus b. So you might need, let me write it at first. I am writing 1 as tan pi by 4 and keeping the tan theta by 2 as it is. but in the denominator, just check what I am doing. I am writing it as 1 minus, and assuming here the coefficient is 1, I will be replacing this 1 coefficient as as tan pi by 4. Okay, so tan pi by 4 into tan theta by 2. So why I have converted this form into this form? There must be a reason, right? So what I have written, tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A into tan B. So this is the formula of tan A plus B, right? So can I write it as tan inverse tan A as pi by 4 and B as theta by 2. So what we'll be getting? We'll be getting tan inverse of tan this angle. So this angle would be the next step. So we know tan inverse of tan x would be x. So tan inverse of tan pi by 4 plus theta by 2 would be only pi by 4 plus theta by 2. That means I will be writing this after this step as pi by 4 plus theta by 2. So as you can see, we have started from here. Y equals to tan inverse within bracket under root 1 plus x square plus x. And from here we have tried to simplify the problem and have come to this point. So actually this is y now. This y and this is actually same. Okay. So we have y equals to pi by 4 plus theta by 2. Just let me again clear the first part to finish the problem. Okay. I hope you are taking the note, right? Because as you can see that in this space it will not be possible all the time to solve a problem at once. Okay. Now we have y as pi by 4 plus theta by 2. So as you know, we need to differentiate with respect to x, and here is a theta term. So we first need to convert this theta into x related term. As we have assumed x equals to tan theta, so I can write theta equals to tan inverse x. So in place of theta, we will be replacing tan inverse x. So y I can write as pi by 4 plus half tan inverse x. Okay. Now we need to differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So pi by 4 is a constant term. So differentiation of pi by 4 would be 0, and half is a constant term. It would be outside of the differentiation as it is multiplied with the tan inverse x. That's why we have taken it outside of the differentiation. Now the differentiation of tan inverse x would be 1 by 1 plus x square. So the ultimate solution is 1 by 2 1 plus x square. So this is our answer. Okay, this is our answer. So just follow this solution, what I am doing in every steps, what are the formulas required to solve this problem and help us getting the dy dx, right? So you need to practice more at your home. Okay, so only by that you would be able to be a pro, right? Okay, so we'll move on to our next problem now. If these videos are helping you, you are getting help from my videos, do like our channel, and as well as do subscribe and also share among your friends, and also ask questions if you require any problem, if you face any kind of problem in any of the chapter. So please comment on the specific video section so that I can address and answer specifically. Okay, I will try to answer to your questions as early as I can, but sometimes it might get a bit late. Okay, so also do give me suggestion about the videos, how I can improve, what are the areas that you think that can be improved in the videos, and if you are facing any kind of problem, also mention those in the comment. It will be helpful for me, and further it will be helpful for you also, so that I can rectify those errors and help you to provide more fine videos. Okay.